I don't have a printer, so I just had to write the 5 topics down. I hope that's okay. It's less than 20 words if you... But anyways, hi, my name's Charlie. I'm a health information management student. I chose my AI exploration topic to be AI in healthcare. I feel like this is pretty fitting. I work in healthcare and I plan to continue to work in healthcare, so it's probably important and pretty valuable for me to learn how AI is being integrated into healthcare. My understanding of traditional and generative AI, don't know a whole lot about it, but my understanding, traditional AI is analyzing the data and making predictions, whereas generative AI is more focuses more on content like text or summaries based off of like patterns that are learned from said data. And how this is used in healthcare. So traditional AI, where you're analyzing data and it's being predictive, is very useful in finding risks, such as what patients are more likely to have complications or be readmitted after a certain procedure. That would be super useful in early intervention, potentially better outcomes. And then generative AI is being used in healthcare to help summarize patient records and to also help document. And that is extremely helpful because it takes the load off of physicians and nurses and having to sit down at a computer for several hours during the day, and then they can actually focus on patient care. I was actually able to interview 2 of my previous coworkers. They both work at medical center. Their names are Jana and Jaleesa. They're both surgical techs, and they both said pretty similar things, which was actually kind of interesting with like my research, seeing that generative AI is being used for documentation. They actually mentioned that physicians would really benefit, and nurses, from having some kind of AI to help speed up the documentation process so that they wouldn't have to spend so much time at their computers. Something interesting that I kind of saw throughout all this research was that AI is actually being used in healthcare a lot more than I realized. And I know like the big thing right now is, oh my gosh, I'm scared of AI. It's very intimidating. There's a lot of unknowns, but it's actually interesting to see that healthcare AI is being used as a tool. AI is being there for some kind of support. It is not there to replace the workers. It is there to help the workers. And I think that is one really interesting key point to think about. And being that I am interested in healthcare and health information management, it is probably very important for me to learn about AI in healthcare for my future.